The scope and quality of submissions this year really gave a strong sense of the kind of positive amount of research that's being done across practice and across academia.
Much more varied than I kind of imagined, sort of challenging normal kind of conventions of what research might be.
From aiding and empowering local architects in war-torn communities, all the way through to quite cutting-edge theoretical research.
It really helps us to evaluate the work if it's very clear what your research questions are, so what the project's seeking to achieve and what your goal is in conducting the research.
It's important for a researcher to actually articulate why and how that piece of research is rigorous.
To look at some of the projects, the research projects, really showed design thinking in a different field.
We tend to think we should lead research, well in fact we could be informing it in a slightly different way.
It ends up you, I think, communicating your research to someone who doesn't necessarily share your preoccupations or concerns.
It was the quality that really took me by surprise. There's just so many really strong ideas.
The ones that really had an impact on me were the ones that made me question some of my own values.
The hardest thing was to kind of switch between the fields, between ethics and technology.
We need to know what you think as a researcher, where you think your research has not quite hit the mark, to allow other people to come in and resolve those issues in the next reiteration of that piece of research.
Collaborating in research is everything. It's about finding these right partners. Don't be afraid to go and talk to an engineering school or a robotics department somewhere.
Whatever the subject of the research is, working in a team and developing questions and ideas is always stimulating, fun and valuable.
You kind of find a mutual meeting ground, and out of that very often comes a kind of new approach to research, a new set of understandings. It's what pushes our subject forward.
Don't be afraid of your ideas and be willing to put these forward. Small practices, medium-sized practices, all capable of coming up with big ideas.